So just a few days ago, I watched the Sonic 3 movie and thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. Although some flaws, it's still a pretty good movie, but in the end I still think that Sonic 2 is better, in my opinion. So looking back at what happened in this entire year, we got your Shadow, Year of the Shadow, the movie, and of course, the short series by the name of Knuckles, which is supposed to be a tie-in to the second movie. Yeah, I did watch it, and just like with everyone else, I also agree that the show really not that good. And here's the reason why, so let's get into it. Not gonna be a really long video. Anyway, the first episode sees Knuckles, going through his habitat, walking around the hills, the mountain, going through his obstacle course, and then he senses a danger coming, we got this tree guy wearing some masks, it turns out that they're just fixing Maddie's and Tom's house, and then Knuckles was like, we got the intruder, and he rushed to his scene, observing those three people, and proceed to just beat the crap out of everyone else, which is really hilarious, and those three guys just getting trapped by Knuckles one by one, and they're all running scared, and just complain about Maddie about what's going on. And yeah, Maddie tried to confront Knuckles, but don't have any idea to it. And then she asked Sonic and just to talk with Knuckles, told Knuckles to actually just find something else to do, and then Knuckles misinterpreted it and formed a dungeon in Maddie's house, and even recruited Ozzy as the his member, which is really funny. Maddie don't like it, and he even broke down Maddie's car, and she can't even get to work. Good thing is that Tom is like working somewhere else, so he's not in this series to begin with, not even a slight appearance. Just Sonic tells Maddie just at the beginning of the episode, and then Maddie was just calling Wade, one of the humans from the movie. So yeah, and then the episode just begin there, just continue from there on, and then yeah, Sonic, Tails, and Maddie would not appear ever since then, which is like the highlight of the show. The first episode often is pretty good, and then we see Wade, just at the bowling center with this renegade club, I think, trying to be a good bowling player, but ends up missing the bowling pin. He was kicked out from the renegade club by this guy called Jack Sinclair, which is like the bounty hunter. And then there's this girl called Susie that makes fun of him, and they all just leave him alone. And yeah, and Wade was really dejected, just, and then he went back to his house, do some training. Knuckles there, trying to see what help he can do. Yeah, so trying to train him to be and then what was it? Oh, we just hear that he wants to be a bowling king, but he couldn't do anything right, and Knuckles just agreed to be his trainee, to make him become a warrior. And so we head back to the bowling, which is like Knuckles was confused, like, what is this? This is not our battleground. But to Wade, this is his battleground. And then of course, when they arrive there, leaving Green Hill, there's like, we cut to this gun headquarters where there's this British lady, and this guy actually tracking down the aliens that is Sonic and friends. And since Sonic and Tails are nowhere to be seen, they only focus on Knuckles. There's one guard that came in and it's like, why did you turn off the surveillance? How are you gonna track them? So yeah, those two actually have some rings that Sonic used to teleport, and they push the guy into the teleport, some kind of mushroom hill thing, and we never see him again. Like, after rewatching the series, I was like, I thought he's gonna reappear in the movie, as like some secondary character, but nope, he was forgotten since then. And those two guys, the girl and the man, just head out to hunt down Knuckles. And we got back to Knuckles, Wade was just like talking about how bowling is so fun, and then he just doing his thing, and then those two people appear to capture Knuckles. We had some great fight here and there, nice fighting scene between Knuckles and the two humans, although eventually Knuckles was captured. Wade was like, what just happened, and picked up like the iron fist thing that the guard left behind. So yeah, that was the first episode. Overall, pretty good episode to build up what's to come, but unfortunately, this is where it all went downhill. So this is also like the first and only episode that Jeff Fowler worked on. So who could imagine that without his magic touch, the series just start to go downhill, and it really shows. Can't really blame Jeff Fowler though. He's working on Sonic 3 that time, trying to get the movie out before December ends. So yeah, but unfortunately, his absence really kind of hampered the series as a whole. We go to episode 2. The two people take Knuckles to this ice cap ski resort, some abandoned area, and to meet the buyer. Wade managed to follow them and had a really funny plan to take down the two guards. They just interrogate Knuckles and just the guards, and then Wade appear. There really is not much context about what's going on at first. Just like, we want to capture you, and that's about it. Then Wade appear, or his plan fell through, didn't work. And yeah, he was chased by the male guard, and somehow managed to defeat the guy and use his fist to break open the cage and free Knuckles. Wade thought it was a victory, but Knuckles say it isn't. And then there's just, it's like, and then we have like Wade is like he's told Knuckles, but yeah, he's dead now. How everything is an achievement victory, and yeah, Knuckles agree, and then we're able to get along. And the two got woke up and see all the destruction around their surrounding, and they were very upset that the buyer might just get rid of them because the deal fell through. Knuckles and Wade were just starting to get along, and then just hit banging to the rock music, rock like a hurricane. There was a pretty good music song. Yeah, this series has like some really good licensed soundtrack, but unfortunately though, not a single Sonic soundtrack that I am aware of. I don't think they ever used any Sonic soundtrack from start to finish, which is really suck. And then of course the news reported that Wade is a fugitive, and he had no choice but to return to his mom's home. In which this is where the episode starts to fall apart. Episode 3 starts with Wade appearing at his mom's house. Mom was shocked that his son returned home. I thought it was gonna be like that, but then Wanda, Wade's sister, appeared, which is like this obnoxious character female role that play as her brother. Wanda always proclaimed that she's like an FBI, work as a cop and stuff, but she really never show any skill. She never deliver any evidence that she is a top-notch FBI or anything that serves a purpose. Like she says she's an FBI, but no concrete evidence that proves she is a worthy FBI police to begin with. She then trash talk about Wade and how he's a loser and how he's have no achievement, which is really grind my teeth because Wade was already having a bad time, running away from the cops and wherever that wants him. And then when he returned home trying to find some inner peace, his sister just trash talk about him, just make fun of him, just keep bullying him, pick on him. And when Wade tried to fight back, his mom was like, just act like nothing ever happened in the dinner scene. And of course, during the dinner, their culture and stuff. I'm not very familiar with it, but every time that there's like a festival, something like that, where she lights up a dinner candle for the dinner. But every single dinner always ends with chaos and a fight between Wade and Wanda, which is really cringe. That shows like, his mom is a failure at managing the family. The whole family is just dysfunctional. His mom doesn't care. Wanda just act like complete idiots. Wade is like just defenseless against his abusive sister, And then we of course, what his mom was like revealed that her husband, his dad left them at a very young age. But it's hard to I understand that it's hard to like manage your family, being a single mom and stuff. But come on, you just let your kids just fight like that for who knows how long. And then now that they get older, they still fight, and it's just really cringe. It's just really bad to see. It's like, you're not gonna do anything? Are you not gonna do anything about it? Yeah, they just fight. Knuckles just watch along, just being like a secondary character. You know, being a Knuckles series, he doesn't really do anything. You know, he doesn't do anything to break up the fight. Knuckles just watch eat along and watch those two fight, which is really, really annoying. Wade cries, head back to his room, and Knuckles just trying to understand him and stuff. And then the bad guy appear, and then, you know, this is where Wanda, you know, she says she's an FBI, but she doesn't display her example being an FBI. She can't even fight, she got scared, and yeah, it only comes down to like Knuckles and Wade trying to stop the fight. Wade's mom also had to help a little bit. I like the fight sequence here where, you know, the camera rotates around this continuous fight. Knuckles and the mom just fight along. Really cool scene here. That was a good part of the episode that otherwise suck. And then in the end they got along, which is really weird. Like, years of fighting, and then all they need was just some bad guy to break into their house, and then they're able to get along, which is really weird. And then it gets worse with episode 4, which is the Flames of Disaster. You know, Wade was just having his life, and then Jack Sinclair, the bounty hunter from the first episode, catch him. And then we got this scene where like Knuckles just watch everything fight on his own, and, you know, watch it all happening, and told Wade to fight on his own. This is how you become a warrior. Like you're not gonna just watch along. You're just gonna stand there and wait for him to return. Like, you're not gonna just teach him what to do. Like, he doesn't even know who's Jack, you know, what is going on and stuff. And then he's just hoping that Wade is gonna do everything on his own. Like, he's just absent for the most part. Like, this is called Knuckles, not Wade Whipple series. Like, you're just gonna ignore him like that. And then of course we got this hallucination scene where Wade will appear talking to like Knuckles' ancestor, which is not real. And then we have back and forth, you know, just waking up and then appear in the bowling center, the dream sequence, and then Jack was singing this musical segment which is hard cringe, which is even worse than the episode 3 dinner scene. Like, the song just, I cannot get through it. Like, I understand what they're trying to do, you know, explaining the Flame of Disaster and Ableist Trigger from Sonic 06, but the execution is terrible. The song doesn't rhyme well, it's hard to listen, it's just bad, the lyrics are terrible, the singing, the rhythm is painful to listen, and hurtful for the ears, and I just skipped through it. Wade was like, I can fight you and stuff, and then they joust and took down Jack. And when he came back, Knuckles is like, he's ready. Like, you're not even there to watch it. Like, how are you sure he's ready? That was like the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, you're not even there unless you're like hiding in the woods, you know, in the nearby tree, you know, in the national forest, the location, and watch everything unfold. You're not even there. This is called Knuckles series. Like, wow. And then after episode 5, they arrive at Reno, which is like this Las Vegas for losers, which is like the hub world where Wade want to take part in the bowling to become the champion, you know. And he meets his long lost dad, and then have some conversation, you know. He's like, I will take you down and stuff, and then they have some exposition, just some, you know, talk with each other, trying to get the relationship well. And I thought, you know, saying that, you know, trying to save the relationship, I thought that's gonna be a nice family relationship that is going somewhere, but the mom told that something's really wrong, stay away, and the mom was right. All the build up, you know, they spent like minutes really long just talking about, you know, the Wade and Pete, you know, just talking, you know, we thought he's going somewhere. It turns out he betrayed them. The two guys from episode 1 and 2 appear again, and he worked with Pete. They work with Pete and kidnap Wade's family in exchange for Knuckles. We got this montage here of the bowling scene that has no purpose anyway. Like, this montage that just showed them playing bowling that is really boring. I mean, bowling is pretty boring anyway. I don't understand how people can watch bowling. And then we cut to episode 6, the final episode where we had this really good fight scene, where Knuckles cut through the defense line of the guards, the lady and the man just was having a hard fight, Wade was able to sneak past them and rescue with Mom and Wanda, even though Wanda was like, I don't understand what's wrong with Wanda though, like, she's full of herself. She says she's an FBI, but she's incapable of fighting a bad guy from episode 3. And then when Wade went to rescue her, she's like, no thanks, I can do it myself, Wade can help her. It's like, what's wrong with that lady though? It's like, most of the characters in the show, the human characters are unlikable. Jack is like, he's just there, just teasing Wade. The Susie girl is also there for tease Wade as well. The two guards that serve no purposes, Wanda and the mom, was at least a little bit tolerable, but that's about it. And Wade was the only one that hold the entire show along with Knuckles that doesn't even appear for the entire series as a whole. The two guards got kicked very hard by Knuckles. They got trapped and thrown into the Mushroom Hill, I believe. Kind of wish they return in Sonic 4, but hey, who knows what's gonna happen. And then Knuckles was just watching it, and then there was like chaos outside. He went outside and saw a buyer who wants to capture Knuckles from episode 1. Like, the villain was like there from episode 1, he wants to like capture him, and then he doesn't even appear till the last episode as the main focus. And then he beat up Knuckles. Knuckles was pretty weak, even though he's like a warrior and stuff, stronger than Wade. He still got cornered by the bad guy easily. And then of course, we could head back to the bowling montage. No surprise, Wade won the bowling. And then, the fight happened. Wade went outside the city. Wade was able to fight the buyer. And then Knuckles woke up, and then just able to take down the villain pretty easily. For a villain that, seems menacing though, he really scary, intimidating, and then he's like defeated quite easily. I know that this is like a mini series, but you could just do some effort and stuff. You know what they say, like episode 1. If the episode 1 of the new series is good, really good, the rest are bound to suck, and Knuckles is no exception. So yeah, that's about it. They celebrate and stuff, and then they ride the motorcycle and head to wherever place they're going next. So yeah, that is my thought on Knuckles series. Pretty bad. Like, most of the characters, like I said, are unlikable. Knuckles is not in the majority of the episode. He's not the main focus. The title is misleading. If it's called Wade and Knuckles, it would be good, but nope, it's just Wade and his mundane stuff. People make fun of him, and I just cringe for the most part. It shows that if the show there's no Jeff Fowler, this show really suck, unfortunately. So yeah, if the next one, whatever the next one is, I heard that Keanu Reeves say that he wants a spin-off for himself as Shadow and Knuckles. Hopefully that one will be good. I hope it will be good. At least tie in with the lore around the area of the movie, and trying to build a universe around the area. I applaud what Knuckles trying to do, but the series could be much more better, but in which it's not. So yeah, hopefully next one will be good. If they're planning to make season 2, please improve it. But this one is just skip it. If you want to watch for Knuckles, you're not gonna have enough of it. If you want to watch for Wade, you're gonna have to sit through his terrible family and other unlikable characters that pretty much ruin the entire show, and the whole reference thing just doesn't click well. It's not accurate as well, and most of the scene could be cut out, and you're not gonna miss anything. So yeah, I don't like to end the year with a terrible negative review, but seeing the year is progressively getting worse. Since 2020, the year is already bad enough, but trust me, the world is gonna get even worse from here on. Hopefully we will survive till 2027 for the Sonic 4 movie, and whatever comes up next. Thank you for watching. Good night.